And we are once again outside. It's pretty sunny. In the morning this week we had around -5 up to -3, and during the day we have between 10 and 15 degrees. I believe that we also had last week even 18 already, so quite a change in the temperature during the day. So today I said we will start a new mini series regarding these two while we are out and walking about, and what kind of difficulties we have. So the first, let's say, major difficulty is of course TJ speed. So how fast are we going? Because let's say past year or even a couple months less, TJ počasi cannot walk as fast as before. And another thing that is problem with him is that he loves to read, so sniff the messages, what is going on. On the other hand, Liza, while we are walking together, her, I don't know, pack mentality comes into the play, and she has to lead, be in front, be the first one to be our scout, pet finder, while TJ, because he's a walking slow or be very slowly reading, it's on the other side, well, behind us. So it usually, that means that when I am walking them alone, that Liza will be up ahead on the end of the 8 meters of flexi, while TJ will be behind us on the end of the another 8 meters of flexi leash, which means I'm usually, torn apart, and the dogs on the opposite ends while walking. But of course I only let that happen, let's say, on the safe area where there is no traffic or any basically potential problems, and of course no pedestrians. Yeah, Liza is sunbathing. She would be sunbathing all the day long. She gets completely warm in a second when she's in the sun. So yeah, and we also have a bird choir working on their latest hit, and of course TJ. Liza. Where are the birdies? Here there is one. And TJ is once again complaining. So yeah, the speed is problematic when we are walking together, especially when I have them by myself, but it's interesting when there is just me and Liza, I and Liza walking. Liza will be walking very slowly, basically the same speed as TJ usually, so, and I would be then asking her, begging her to pick up the pace, to go faster. But no, when we are alone, I think she is telling me she has the time to walk slowly. And yeah, so when we are alone and she could be walking more fast, no, in that instances she will go as slow as TJ, which bothers me because when TJ was in his prime, we had some great walks. We would usually walk very fast, and basically we had let's say an agreement that I will not stop while we are walking, except let's say picking after him when he has done his number twos. But usually he had enough time to pee or sniff, because he had, let's say, if he had on 6 or 8 meters long flexi leash, so he had 12 or 16 meters plus the distance while I was walking to do his business and sniff around. Почаси. Сзади, тамле. He lost his ball, yeah, and he found it. So yeah. So when TJ was in his prime, yeah, we had some great long walks, even more than with Liza now, because A, if TJ is around, we can't walk so long or fast as before, and B, as I said, when we are alone, she will walk even slower than TJ when he was in his prime. So with TJ, our best, let's say, day was, let's say, five, perhaps 6 years ago. It was late, I believe August or September, so it was a perfect weather for walking, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. In that day we managed to did 4 walks. At first, 1 in the morning, our usual 1 hour walk to the forest and back. Ok, zdaj pa imamo pa dost TJ. TJ should have. I was just saying to TJ that he has enough of fetching for today. So yeah, the first walk was 1 hour long, and then we came back. We had about 2-3 hours of rest, and then we went to the city center, but we took the longer route, which took us about 3 to 4 hours. And when we came back, I had to go to the nearby ATM machine, and of course he had to walk with me, so that was another half an hour walk. And then in the afternoon, early evening, we went by foot to visit our aunt, and that was another hour and a half po chassis, 2 hours of walking. But yeah, we were driven back home by our mom. So yeah, so basically we spent most of the day walking. Basically most of the day was spent walking around, but he didn't have any problems. Po chassis, as you can see right now. He even today forgets that his feet are hurting. But yeah, so with TJ we had, let's say, more walking experience and adventures than with Liza. Okay, to je to. So yeah, we will stop now because he still wants to continue, and the next time we will speak again about problems that we have while walking these two. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later.